Near mint condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
This is Mr. Chris Claremont, a legend.
Melanie goes,
Tired.
how's it going, all you minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And here is your reminder for the last week of November of 2024. That's right, we're going to be looking at the collected editions coming out November 26th or 27th of 2024. So let's go ahead and take a look at them together. Last week of November from Marvel Comics, we are kicking it off with Doctor Strange by Jed MacKay, Volume 3, Blood Hunt. So tying it into that big event, Doctor Strange 11 through 18. It helps that Jed MacKay was actually writing Blood Hunt, because Doctor Strange plays a huge part in Blood Hunt, and something big happens that he has to do. It's so ridiculous. I feel like that's something that happens in every big event. Something big happens that somebody has to do. But I like the way that it's going, and I like the way that it's setting up what will probably be the next event. This is $24.99, 176 pages. X-Men 97, Great Expectations by Steve Fox and Salva Espin, collecting X-Men 97, the 2024 miniseries 1 through 4. The cover there is by Todd Knock. $15.99, 112 pages. This brings it back to how long I've been doing this. Thor Epic Collection, The Eternal Saga, collecting issues 281 to 302, Thor Annual number 8, and then material for Marvel Treasury Edition 24 to 26. Years ago, 4, maybe 5 years ago, Marvel released the Thor, the Celestial, or the Eternal Saga as a trade paperback. And I remember I asked David Gabriel if they could change it to an Epic Collection. And he said, no, I think we actually have that mapped out. And here we are 4 or 5 years later, and we have the actual Epic Collection he told me about back then. 496 pages, $44.99. Midnight Suns Blood Hunt, part of the Midnight Suns Blood Hunt storyline. So collecting Blood Hunt, or Midnight Suns Blood Hunt 1 through 3, Werewolf by Night Blood Hunt number 1, or just the one shot. 112 pages, $15.99. Deadpool, the new era is out. This is by Cody Sigler, Volume 1. Blood Bond, and this is collecting Deadpool 1 through 5. 128 pages, $17.99. Doctor Doom by Cantwell and La Roca is back. Oh, man, if you've not... Doctor Doom on a bear. That's all I'm going to say. That should have been the cover. That should be on the spine. Doctor Doom 1 through 10. War of the Realms, War Squirrels 3. The Beast Story, King in Black, Iron Man, Doctor Doom, one shot. The book has 272 pages, $34.99. Star Wars Darth Vader Modern Era Epic Collection, Shadows and Secrets, collecting Darth Vader 1 through 12. The Director's Cut, Darth Vader Annual number 1. Kieran Gillen and Salvador La Roca and Leno Francis Yu. $39.99, 352 pages. Now, from the world of DC Comics, we're getting Batman by Tom King, Volume 1, or Book 1, collecting the Batman Rebirth 1, Batman 1 through 6, and 9 through 22, Flash 21 through 22, and Batman Elmer Fudd, Special number 1. So if you're wondering why the Night of the Monster Man isn't collected in here, in those issues 7 through 8, it's because that crossover has stuff not written by Tom King, maybe, and that's why the Flash... maybe? Sure, that's why. I think. 600 pages, $49.99. Batman the Cult. Oh my gosh, if you did not pick up the deluxe edition and you're just into trade paperbacks, this is the book for you. Collecting Batman the Cult 1 through 4. Bernie Wrightson, Jim Starlin, $19.99, 208 pages. It is a masterpiece. Joe the Barbarian is coming out with a new trade paperback edition. 224 pages, $19.99. Grant Morrison, Sean Murphy. And we're also getting JSA Compendium Volume 1. This is collecting the era of JSA that started off by James Robinson, and then of course it became the Jeff Johns era of JSA. But a lot of books mapped completely different than the Omnibus edition, by the way. $59.99, 1,420 pages. DC's Finest, The Flash, The Human Thunderbolt is coming out, collecting Flash 105 to 123, Showcase 4, 8, 13 through 14, so very important for the Silver Age right there. and $39.99, 640 pages. Superman Exile and Other Stories Omnibus. So the new printing is coming back, collecting the adventures of Superman 445 to 459, Superman 23 to 27, Action Comics 643 to 646, and Action Comics Annual 2. This happens immediately right after the Man of Steel hardcovers, if you have those. I know they don't collect all the Action Comics, which is found in the trade paperback, or all of the World of, but it does happen right afterwards. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night by Jeff Parker, who I think is a wonderful, underrated writer, and Michelle Bandini, collecting the 4-issue miniseries in one trade paperback, 120 pages, $17.99. The Witching Hour is coming back to print. That's freaking awesome. I love Gene Simmons does an introduction here. Chris Bachalo, and then, of course, Jeff Loeb. And now under the DC Black Label imprint. It was part of the Vertigo line. But, man, this was a lot of fun. All of it taking place, I think, in New York, and it's all the story of Amanda Collins. I was a big fan of this series. Very underrated. And from the world of Image Comics, Desolation Jones Biohazard edition is coming out that week. And that is Warren Ellis and Jose Villarrubia, Todd Klein, and, of course, J.H. Williams III. $39.99. And I honestly had no idea this was coming out. I don't know if they've released it in this format before. Heretic is coming out in a hardcover format, and that is being produced by Robbie Morrison and Charlie Adlard, who of course did The Walking Dead. $24.99, and it is a hardcover format. And we're getting Invincible Volume 6. This is the new printing of Invincible, $14.99. It is a little smaller scale than a trade paperback. And also that week, we're getting the Junkyard Joe hardcover edition. There's also the Dog Tack edition, the Rec Market cover. But both covers are available the same day. Collecting issues 1 through 6 by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank and Brad Anderson working on this book. Big fan of Ghost Machine, so I'm excited to finally read that book. Philadelphia Volume 6. This is the trade paperback edition coming out that week. And that is by Rodney Barnes and Herban Edamauspe and Lee Lufridge. $16.99. Collecting issues 31 through 36 of Philadelphia. Manifest Destiny, Deluxe Edition Book 2. Oh my gosh, there's so many good books coming out this week. This month. Am I really doing a top 10? Maybe next year I'll be like, oh, look, I can change the rules. This is collecting issues 25 through 48, and then the Skybound X #1 story, $59.99. So finishing out that series by Chris Dingus and Matthew Roberts. Moonman Volume 1 is coming out by Scott Kid Cudi wrote. I forgot about that. Cal Higgins and Marco Locati, collecting Moonman 1 through 5, $9.99. Undiscovered Country, Charles Soule and Scott Snyder, Giuseppe Camuncoli. That lineup, 25 through 30, $16.99. It is a trade paperback. And then Timing Luck is coming out in a trade paperback edition, but it looks like it's in a landscape format. Or it's the pictures of Jerry Duggan. That's what it is. It's photographs. Not of Jerry Duggan, but him taking photographs. The Complete Harrow County. I've done an overview of this because it was originally supposed to come out in October, but here we are in November. But oh my gosh, if you haven't read this, absolute masterpiece. I love this, especially if you like spooky and scary stuff. Collecting issues 1 through 32. 1,080 pages, $149.99. And from the world, that's by Dark Horse, by the way. From the world of Boom Studios, we're getting Grimm Trade Paperback Volume 4. I fell in love with the series and now want more, by Stephanie Phillips, and beautiful artwork by Flaviano. Collecting issues 16 through 20, $14.99. Cyanide and Happiness Punching Zoo hardcover 20th edition is coming out from the folks over at Boom Studios. This is by Chris Wilson and Rob Den Blaker, just to name a few of the creators, and $24.99. Also Dune House Carino, hardcover volume 1 by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson, Simone Ragazzoni. Collecting 3 issues, the first 3 issues, $24.99 for that hardcover. Dynamite! Darkwing Duck, Negaduck, hardcover and trade paperback, Volume 2, Ancient Order Villainy, is coming out that week. And that book is $19.99 for the trade and $22.99 for the hardcover. Jennifer Blood Battle Diary is coming out that week. And that is a volume 1 by Fred Van Lente and Robert Carey. And we're also getting the Pathfinder Wake Dead hardcover coming out that week, as well as, not the only Finder, but Starfinder Angel's Drift hardcover coming out that week. And from Titan Comics, we're getting the Disenchantment Volume 3 Untold Tales, and Peanuts, You're the Greatest, Charlie Brown. He really was. And the official Sea of Thieves coloring book. From the world of manga, we're getting Always a Catch Volume 1 coming out that week. And that is being published by the folks over at Square Enix. We're also getting Dracula's on Night Shift coming out that week. And we're also getting Dragon and Chameleon Volume 1 that week. And the Festival of Heresies coming out that week. Renjo Desperado is coming out, and it is a new printing of this book by Denpa Press, $12.95. Heroine Saint, I'm All Works Made, Volume 1 is coming out that week. And that is being published by Seven Seas Entertainment. We're getting I Ship My Rival and Me, Volume 1. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, Stone Ocean hardcover Volume 7 is coming out that week, and Maron the Magic Ocean is coming out that week, and that is being published by Tokyo Pop. I love that cover. And Ninja vs. Gokudo Volume 4 and The Witches of Adams is coming out that week, and that is being published by Ghost Ship Entertainment. So you know what that means. Probably Sexy Time Witches. World Within the World hardcover collection, mini comics and short works is coming out that week. That's being published by Fantagraphics. A Blaze Artist Spotlight Zero Calcare collection set is coming out that week, as well as the Alley Oop on Mount Olympus. Now we're looking outside of manga, by the way. Basic Instinct, which I had no idea was a comic, is coming out that week by Sumerian Comics. Not sure if it's the inspiration for it. Anyway, by Sam Freeman and Vanessa Del Rey. That cover's beautiful, though. And we're also getting the BTT Bottom Feeders. Maddie loved that book. Bottom Feeders is coming out that week, and that's being published by Fantagraphics. This is the new printing of the hardcover. Buddhist Stories is coming out in a hardcover format from ACK Comics, Amar Chitra and Katha Comics. And Damn, the deluxe Omnibus edition is coming out that week. And that is being published by Oni Press. There is a... Actually, no, it's just the same cover. $39.99 by Colin Bunn and Brian Hurt. Awesome. Two creators I really enjoy. The Golden Age Classics Wonder Man Volume 1 coming out that week. And not to be confused with Simon Williams, but this is Brad Spencer by Bob Oxner and Alex Schoenberg and Graham Ingalls, George Russo's, collecting the Mystery Comics 1 through 4 and Wonder Comics 9 through 20. And there's also a deluxe slipcase edition of that book collected. Hilarious House of Frightenstein Volume 1, Brucey Size Digest, is coming out. The Historica Arcanum Era of the Crusades hardcover is coming out that week. And we're also getting the Forgotten Frontier coming out that week. Pound for Pound, that's by Tristan Jones and Alexander Bumbulat. And that is being published at Bay Press. And that one is $24.95. Lost in the Future, Volume 1, The Storm, is coming out that week. And that is being published by the folks over at Paper Cuts. Madame Choi and the Monstrous is coming out that week. And that is being published by Self-Made Hero by Patrick Spat and Cherie Domingo. And That book is $22.99. Punch Collected Edition hardcover is coming out that week, and that is being published by the folks at Holy Crow Press by Alan Amato and Grant Morrison, Jonathan Marks. This one is $50. And we're also getting Red Room Antisocial Network, and that is the new printing of the Red Room and published by the folks over at Fantagraphics. Wretched hardcover surreal tale of vice and crime is coming out from Black Panel Press by Henrik Rare and Jan Solheim, and this one is $24.99, and that one is a hardcover format. And from Oni Press, we're getting Wet Moon, the 20th anniversary omnibus, coming out that week. And that is by Sophie Campbell, who, of course, went on to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But this is Sophie's work before Ninja Turtles from IDW was coming out. So in case you haven't read it, I know there's a lot of praise for this. I myself haven't read it, and it's 20 years old. How have I not read this? But coming out that last week of the month from Oni Press. And We Don't Kill Spiders from Midnight Factory. This is by Joseph Schmalke, both doing the writing and the art on that book from Midnight Factory. So, if you're interested in purchasing any of the books I've talked about, don't forget to check out our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltzcomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was your reminder for the last week of November of 2024. Thank you all again for watching and for wanting to continue these videos. I asked if you all wanted me to keep it monthly, and you said yes, as long as I had a reminder video for the last week of the month. So here it was. And smash that like button on the way out. Don't forget to check us out on Patreon and Spreadshop. Amazing ways to support the channel if you can do so. Everybody, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.